Alright. I gotta make a video on this. I hope you've had a good Christmas and New Year's coming up. So I thought, you know what? Right at the start of this year, I think it was the start of this year. I think it was. I was playing Mortal Kombat 1. Yeah, you can see all of them. They're on the channel, go way back, and it is, and stuff like that. I did a massive rant, it is, and I said, I am never going to touch the game again. I didn't. I installed the game and everything. Why? Because I saw the microtransactions, free fucking skins, was in the shop. They were in the shop, like so. It was mindless. And I said, nope, I'm done. You can get that for free. It is. Do not buy them. If you like Mortal Kombat 1, the game itself, that's a total different concept, I said, as well. I don't like the game itself. It's just not enough offline content. And the offline content itself is lackluster. It's just lackluster. But today, I've been wanting to respond to his videos so bad, but I've been putting off quite a bit. And the reason why is because he has so many in the fan base, and I don't want delusional people. It is, and it's 9 a.m. in the morning here. I'm making this video, so I ain't gonna move for bullshit. So I'm just gonna lay it out. Like so. Because I already know he comes off as a narcissist. I already know that. Don't you worry about that. Because I saw one of his videos one time. And I was gonna see it itself. And because we do buttered C's. And he removed it. He removed it as well. So I'm going to capitalize on this, why it's here, because who knows? You can remove it. So it's, you see, even still got the same thumbnail. You see, even still got the same thumbnail. Everyone, like, looking at the face, like, I'm getting older. It's nearly the same thumbnail. So this, if you don't know what this video is about, I really have been wanting to butter seize him so bad. Haters and dumb. Are dumb. Sorry, I thought it said and dumb. I'm like, well, that title doesn't make sense. Haters are dumb. It's kind of, he's defending Mortal Kombat 1, which he already has, and people wonder why people think he works at NetherRealm. It is. So, I'm going to basically go at it. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for some buttered? Alright, let's just get on with it. Let's go, watch video.
Mortal Kombat 1 haters are dumb. I'm not talking about people with valid criticisms, or even people that prefer other games.
Isn't it sad that he has a silver plaque? Isn't it sad? Because, you know why he earned that silver plaque? Because he was a noble guy. And people believed in his content, it is. And apparently people still do, But me, seeing it, yes, yeah, but you're going to give him views. I'm like, how many? And I think it's going to benefit me a doubt. But what the hell is this background? If my room was like that, it is. All the dust. All the dust. See, I'm a man in the real world. All the dust. And all the cleaning. Like, oh. I mean, I don't mind one or two. But he's got like, what is it, like 20? Has it got like 20 in there? I gotta share my booty boo. Sorry, okay. Let's just get on with it.
completely normal. I'm talking about the people with really dumb takes. The people who find any reason to hate the game, and sometimes they even make things up just to hate on that too. So today's video...
Okay, he is right about that one. But not on Mortal Kombat. There's so much hate being made up in different games and movies itself. So, he's right there. He's right there. But that might be the only thing he's right about. Because Mortal Kombat 1 is probably being the worst game ever in the entire Mortal Kombat franchise. I could pick, what was it, the DC, Mortal Kombat vs. DC, and that was even better. That was even better, and people hated on that. You know, to me, my peak, I think they should have give more content to Mortal Kombat 11. That was fantastic to me. They had the armor pieces, and it really had everything. And then it had them time towers. That's it, the time towers as well. They kept going. And then there was the seasonal stuff as well. What we got in Mortal Kombat? Like chess, a board, and a guy or a female running around. Next. And it didn't really... And then when you did see the towers, it was just so confusing. It was so confusing. So what is he defending this game about? I'm sick and tired of this bullshit narcissist. Like, I am so sick and tired of this narcissist itself. Like, I see him plastered all over the place. You know, criticism comes with a package. And if the game is shit, whoa, rockets fly. And Mortal Kombat 1 is the worst. And as far as I know, I predicted something as well. Oh yeah, I did. Back when I said I was going to quit, I said content will be stopped on this game because people will wake up and stop buying DLC. It's going to be very hardly likely, but... And guess what? They came out saying there's not going to be any more content. Did they? Right after this DLC. Because they're not making any sales. No shit, boy! Who was right? Me? I said that a long time ago. I literally said that a long time ago as well. I said it on a stream and people were like, nah, this game's gonna be going on for 3 years.
Is all about them, because it's okay to criticize Mortal Kombat 1. I myself have made entire videos about that, but blind...
Where have you gone to criticize Mortal Kombat 1? All I see is on your channel what I've seen from titles, because I don't click on them, is you shitting on Tekken 8 and comparing it to Tekken 8 to Mortal Kombat 1 and Street Fighter as well. Like, that's not the criticism of Mortal Kombat. That's just saying, hi, Mortal Kombat 1. That was the video what was removed. Wasn't it Mortal Kombat 1 better than Street Fighter or Tekken 8 he made, and he removed that video? Oh, let me know in the comments.
Hatred is never cool, but it can be very funny to mock. First up, we have the cameo haters. These people are the definition of insanity, because Mortal Kombat 1 has been out.
Okay, can I just say about the cameo system? No one wanted it. No one wanted cameos. I can basically ask 5 people, just 5 people, and they would say no. The only people liked the vibe of it at first because it was like a tag team. It was like a tag team. And if you saw the people back then, they wanted tag team. They wanted tag team. And they could have given tag team. But they chose this cameo system that is awful. And I feel sorry for the characters in it, you know, because it really devalues the characters as well, despite them being cameos, which they should be characters in the game. It is. So, no one wanted cameos. They accepted it, but no one did. And if you did, well, that's fine. That's totally fine. If you wanted cameos in the game for a change, that's your opinion. That's totally fine. Me, all I saw was people wanted tag team. People wanted tag team. I think, wasn't it Mortal Kombat 9? I could be wrong. Which one had tag team in? I know Tekken had tag team. But which one? I think I've got it wrong. Like, let me know in the comments which Mortal Kombat tag team it was. Yeah.
For over 1 year, and yet, on any post about this game, you're guaranteed to find these haters demanding the cameos get removed from the game.
They didn't, well, I don't blame them. I don't blame them at the end of the day, because they shit. They shit. I could go through the PvE version of the game. I say PvE version, alright, okay? Of the game mode, what's pretty shit without not using the cameo. I can literally do that. They are a waste. Tag team would have been a hell of a lot better, even though the circumstances of what's going on. They just don't listen to the people now. People are so sweaty, tiny balls and shit like that, and with this game. I mean, people still play this game and I don't like it, but I'm not going to stop them playing it, but I will stop them by basically saying, stop, don't buy that shit. It's a free skin. It's a free skin. You could just unlock it by playing this mode. No kidding. There was skins coming into the shop that you could unlock for free. How demented is that? How demented is that? Absolutely demented.
And they actually think this is going to work 1 year later. They're still trying this tactic. Like mentioned earlier, it's the
I have not seen anybody a year later say, oh, we need to remove the cameos. I have not seen anybody. All I've seen is they should have never been in the first place. It should have been tag team. And honestly, it would have been a lot more funny. I'm just saying it would have been a lot more funny. Hell, even just put solo 1-on-1. But I think tag team would have been a lot more better. I'm hoping this is a wake-up call before any other Mortal Kombat game gets released. Not the people that, I can't wait for another Mortal Kombat game so I can spend $500 on it. On free skins. I pre-ordered Mortal Kombat 1 and I regret it. And that'll be the last time I'm going to pre-order Mortal Kombat. I am. That's going to be the last time. And I'm going to wait to see what they cook. I don't give a fuck if it's an Injustice game, Mortal Kombat game, or what. Or even put this guy in a game and just slap him around. Because I think, you know, just a game like that. You know, because AI is a thing. Sorry, I'm just saying. I'm just waiting for AI content on this guy. Seriously.
Definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, yet expecting a different outcome. The cameo characters aren't going anywhere. They're not going to get removed from the game. I'm
sorry, like, cameos are just horrible. Why are we still on about this?
Imagine what it's like to be one of these people just sitting in front of your phone or computer screen all day and waiting for anything about Mortal Kombat 1 and then immediately spamming delete cameos now in the comments.
Irony, a guy who has toys in the background and sexy characters that are like pixels as models. I don't think that's irrelevant for you to say at this point. Like, so, yeah, there's some kind of people sit wondering and that. He's right about that. But here, that coming out of his mouth, why he's got a bunch of toys in the background, it doesn't make it even more better. I like I said, I don't mind two models. I've got two. Like, so, but they're not the fighters and stuff like that. They like the Harley Quinn and stuff like that. But I give those away. Because, I'm like, Jesus Christ. But I have a Monster Hunter one. Anybody here a Monster Hunter? Put down in the comments now going, he has a Monster Hunter statue. We believe in him.
Just imagine that being your life. Listen, it's okay to want a 1v1 mode added to the game. I myself think that could be fun and interesting to play. But if you're hating on the game solely because it has a new mechanic, then that's just crazy. But
the new mechanic that sucks. Footage from, okay. So you're taking footage. You're taking footage from another creator, even though you're crediting them. And the fact is, look at the game they put. The actual peak game, Mortal Kombat 9. Oh. Please tell me you're not going to share on that, because I'm really going to just... You're already sounding dumb by just saying cameos.
Here comes the craziest part. Some of these cameo haters will say that MK9 was better because it had a full tag team mode. That's right.
Oh boy, I just mentioned it.
The same people who can't handle cameo attacks are complaining the game doesn't have 2v2. Listen here, child, if you can't handle cameos, then a full tag team mode would have you crying on the floor trying to delete the...
Did he just say that? Oh, I hope people boycott this shit. Oh, as me playing fighting games in a casual way, yes, I say casual way, in a goofy, fun way, and people interact with me saying, you should get better, you should get asses. Why? I'm having fun and stuff like that. I never had fun with cameos. And irony again, calling people kid. You have toys in the background. Statues, whatever it is. So the kid insult doesn't make sense. You're a fucking joke. You're a joke. You used to be a great channel to watch for guidelines, controls, how to do these moves and stuff like that. Then you suck dick. Then you make these and wave your hands around like you're like fucking guiding a fucking airplane or something. He does. He waves his hands around. Mortal Kombat is put him on the airline. Put some orange lights. And he wave his hands around like so. Mortal Kombat is there, and you see the plane. And somebody just saying, "Shut up!" Dude, people loved tag team. People loved tag team. They did. I'm just having this image now saying Mortal Kombat 1 is best, and you see the plane flying. No, 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 we go to Capcom. We're not inviting you, buddy. Now, sorry, like, we decided you're kissing our ass and we just don't like it. Oh, God, I can't. I don't think I can get through this video.
This game, but your eyes are too filled with tears to see the screen. Once again, some of these cameo haters are crazy. They think cameos are annoying and tough to deal with, but can't comprehend that fighting off 2 full enemies at once would be way more frustrating for them. And
how the fuck did they actually say that? Tell me they actually said that. Like, someone in the comments right now, tell me if they said that on social media, because I don't have the social media. I don't.
For the record, just so they know, that tag team mode was absurdly busted. We're talking...
Again, nerfs, buffs, all this crap. It's a game. It's a game. Oh yeah, tag team was busted. Yeah, because it's 2 people. And that's what made people enjoy it, because they used to do combos and then tag, and then while the person was in the air, they would still continue combos. Like so. And then they would pop them up, and then they would tag, and the other one would have full health. Wait, I just demonstrated a Mortal Kombat tag team game. Like, that was peak. It was peak. I'm sorry, it was peak. You comparing the worst game, Mortal Kombat game of all time, to the best game of all time. I would say Mortal Kombat 9, 10 was balanced a bit. It was steady, but we got there. And then we had 11, which people were skeptical at first with the armor pieces, but it was peak. Every single day, there was so many people playing that. Now, my God. But I understand what he's saying, though. There is delusional people that don't have a life. Like, don't touch grass and that. Them's the people I don't approve on, because them's the ones who would buy the free skins. They are delusional. And they are delusional narcissists. And you know who else feels like, it feels like somebody's placed in that category? This guy. Seriously.
Strings that were impossible to escape. You had to get hit on purpose and then pray you had 2 bars to use Combo Breaker.
Who
but
cares?
Then if you did get hit in Mortal Kombat 9, you were guaranteed to die, because pretty much every character in that game had a touch of death combo with the right partner. And you're telling me you...
See that footage? That's why I've actually just described to you that combo what you saw there. Dude, the cameos come in and just like, one move. Oh, bye. Where the fuck you going? We'll have to wait 15 seconds. Holy shit. One move again? Oh, I'm back again. Seriously, is that all you could do? Yeah, I just do this one move. When it was tag team, you could pop up people and do combos. It was beautiful. It was beautiful, and it was entertaining. And the fact it was fun. Not this grinding business and sweaty business. Alright, there was the sweats. But you could play against the CPU and still have more entertainment than watching this guy.
would prefer that over the cameo system. Now, maybe if that tag team mode was balanced, I would agree with you, but we're talking about NetherRealm here. These guys are the kings of unbalanced gameplay, especially back in Mortal Kombat 9, but even in Mortal Kombat 1, people complain about how the same 5 to 10 characters are overpowered, and you expect those...
This, again, like I said, there's so much skeptical with that, and that's why everything gets so nerfed, And that's why a game is disaster. Oh, this should be nerfed. Oh, this should be buffed. Oh, this should be nerfed. This should be buffed. This should be... And it gets out of hand. Out of control. Thinking they're entitled. And guess what? They think they're fucking entitled. And guess what? The game is a mess. In Mortal Kombat 9, I don't think people cared. Like so. I don't think people cared and give a shit about buffs or nerfs. They cared about enjoying the game, and they did. They did. 10, yeah, they enjoyed it, but they knew there was something missing. 11, you added tag team to that game, and it would have been Mortal Kombat game of the century, not, or the decade. You know what? Just say decade. At this point, but they didn't, and they made another game, cameos, and on top of that, they added DLC characters, which really should have been in Mortal Kombat 11. They should have been in Mortal Kombat 11. You gotta admit that as well.
Those same developers to make a tag team mode that is not crazy broken and super frustrating, you're crazy. Trust me on this. If you can't handle cameos, then you won't be able to handle tag team because it's...
Oh my god, cameos, you nudge the stick and it does one move. And it might pop you up, it depends on the move. And then you do a combo, the same familiar thing, but it's not that high damageable. So he's saying, like, it's overpowered to have a tag team. But it's not overpowered to have a cameo. I don't think anybody wanted that. I don't think anybody wanted that.
Literally 3 times as complicated. Next up, I want to talk about the combo haters, but real quick, a word from today's sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by...
Sponsored by Go and Screw Yourself, where, you know, like so, Dave. Where Dave basically says... where Dave basically, buys... ice cream and teases me with it. Dave is the sponsor that basically, I don't know if it's a scam. I just putting this out there to break some ice because, my tiny balls is getting smaller every single time I make a video. Dave is basically... I don't know what Dave is. If it's a good company to sponsor, great, fine. It is. I'll look that up, but... I got skip this forward. Alright, get out the video. Alright, it's a thing. Okay, there you go.
Somehow. Even though this series has had crazy combos ever since the very first Mortal Kombat game. If you think Mortal Kombat 1 didn't have high damage combos, you're crazy. If you think Mortal Kombat 2 didn't have touch of death combos, then you're crazy. And if you think Mortal Kombat 3 didn't take those combos and crank them up to 11, then you're also in denial. And I bring that up because usually the biggest combo haters bring up the old Mortal Kombat games and say that's when the series was best. Well, buddy, I hate to break it to you, but those games had crazy combos too. The only
every time he waves his hands, I feel like it's a plane coming by. I'm sorry, I'm really distracted by that joke. Combos has always been a thing. Some have been stronger than others. La-di-da-di-da. You know the rest. Nothing's the same. Nothing's the same. It is. Yeah, for example, you can put Goro and they'll have to have him extra strength because he's bigger, it is. Where you can have Sonya Blade nearly do the same the amount of power of combos because her moves is pretty powerful. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? I haven't seen anybody complain about combos. Seriously, I haven't.
The reason you don't know that is because you never fought against skilled players. And that's okay, but don't stand here pretending like you know what you're talking about. To break...
Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. I played with randoms before. The fucking sweat fests. They are sweat fests to the point. These Swift's to the point, man. What are you talking about?
It down in simple terms, a combo hater is someone who believes that Mortal Kombat 1 is bad because the combos are too long, or the combos do too much.
Okay, that's made up. That's fucking made up. You can tell by his voice and the tone of his voice how he's fucking lying through his teeth. There's no way there's someone out there and said that shit. I know people are morons and stuff, but there's no way someone has said that out there. That is a lie. You can tell by the tone of his voice when it tones down like this. I did it, combo, he's lying. It's a lie. It's literally a lie. Dude, stop lying.
Damage. You think I'm joking, but these haters actually exist. And at first, I wondered where these people came from, because Mortal Kombat 11 had...
Okay. If these haters do exist, why don't you just put the comments on the screen? There you go. And you've even took more footage from another person now. Good God. Like... Good God. If these is actual hate comments, why do you not show them in the video? Why not just blur out their name? You don't have to say their name and just see, so we can see for ourselves. Because your words of every time you open your mouth is coming more irrelevant. The reason why people click on your videos now is because of people like me. You've changed, man. You've changed so much, and yeah, change is not a bad thing, but at the end of the day, you've changed for the fucking worse. Like, probably the overly toxic narcissist there is in this community. And there's a lot of narcissists in Mortal Kombat community too. I'm just saying, but if these all hates it is, why do you not just plaster it on the screen of this comment said this about combos, and then read it out? Instead of taking someone's footage and showing another game. I'm just saying.
Crazy combos too, 70% damage or more, and the combos were easier. And sometimes you didn't even need a meter. 1 or 2 crushing blows into fatal blow, and boom, 80% damage in one combo. So where were all these combo haters during Mortal Kombat 11? But that's when I realized...
Because they weren't even there. They didn't give a shit. They would hit the person 3 times and put like an X-ray. Was it an X-ray back in the day? I think it was an X-ray Mortal Kombat 10. Something like that. And it used to do high damage too. Like, what is this guy... It's same as it was Mortal Kombat 11. Like, you would go into a combo and use your meter. Full meter. It's perfectly natural. And I think people enjoyed that because they could do combos more easier. Even though when I took the release check off. Yeah, I took the release check off, alright? And tell me I wasn't the only one on that one that made a huge difference in combos.
They were hiding. That's right, they knew their opinion was dumb and that people would mock them for hating combos in a Mortal Kombat game. But now that tons of people are hating on Mortal Kombat 1 for various reasons, these combo haters now feel emboldened to speak out. So let me be the one to call you out. If you truly think Mortal Kombat 1 is bad because the combos are long, then you are dumb.
Who said they were that long? They're that short. They're actually more shorter. Combos are more shorter. Because it's actually more harder as well to do combos. Because you have the stupid cameo. And you have to use the cameo to do it. It is. Like, a lot of combos is more harder. You know, because even though some of the moves, like, these characters had in Mortal Kombat 1, they weren't even there comparing to Mortal Kombat 10 and 11. It is. Mortal Kombat 9 had a lot of pop-ups. I think it was that game that had a lot of like pop-up moves. And That was because of tag team. This guy is making shit up all the way. No lie. No lie. And some more footage as well. So he's not even using his own footage. It is.
Kombat 9 had long combos, Mortal Kombat X had long combos, and in Mortal Kombat 11, the combos were long too and required less meter. So the fact you're complaining about Mortal Kombat 1 proves you're either lying about having played the past games, or you only played with your buddies, which once again is completely fine, but stop pretending you know what you're talking about. The Mortal Kombat...
I nearly choked on that bit. Dude, you're manipulating your audience of clickbait. And what was it? You're saying thumbnails saying this is being buffed. Oh, there's a new character coming in Mortal Kombat. Like so, and then people's told me saying it's just clickbait. So manipulating people, I think you were the top of that list, buddy. I'm just saying. I'm just saying like so.
That series has always had crazy long combos since the very beginning, and in fact in the 3D era these combos got even crazier, so it really does perplex me how people hate Mortal Kombat 1.
Airline, plane coming through. Ooh, sorry. You know what, you'll be good. What is it? Traffic warden? Is it like a traffic warden? When they put the arms out and guide the traffic, he would be good for that. He'd be so good for that, standing there saying Mortal Kombat 1 is better than Mortal Kombat 9, and this combo, people are hating on combos, and, Volvo, you stay there, Mortal Kombat. I can't with this guy. He's splitting his hands so much and waving them around, it's,
for having long combos. In my mind, they're either brand new to the series or only played it at a really casual level and never tried to learn the combos. Alright, but next up we have the story haters. These people
okay, the story shit. The story is abysmal shit. If you fucking defend this story and compare it to other stories, I swear to God, I'm gonna go at it like shit. This story was absolutely awful. The DLC expansion was as much as another game, and people are still underwhelmed by it. But go ahead. I've got my popcorn. I've actually got popcorn here. So, yeah. Go ahead.
Pretend that a bad story mode immediately makes the entire game garbage. And you know what that means? They're not fighting game players. Plenty of great fighting games have terrible story modes, but guess what? The gameplay is still incredible, and that's what fighting game players are here for. Spoiler alert, most gamers buy the game for the gameplay, not the story. That's what movies are for. Now, of course, if the story is great, then that's a fantastic...
I nearly choked on my popcorn. We're in a generation now that people want story. Yeah, they want a good, badass fighting game. But they want a story. Look at Tekken 8. Just an example, look at Tekken 8. Like so, look at Street Fighter. It wasn't the best story, but it was good when it is. People look for that stuff to blend in to the fighting thing of, how can I explain it? The fighting thing of privilege, if I'm saying that right, because I'm still choking on my popcorn. Give me a drink first. Water. That people just don't want fighting games for fighting. We're in a generation that people want the fighting game to see what the backstory is, to see what the lore is of the story. My accent came out there when I said that word. Wow. As well, like... What? People want story. People want story.
Bonus, I love when video games have great stories, but it's not why I buy a fighting game. For example, Tekken 7 had one of the worst story modes I've seen in recent memory.
Again, you're going about Tekken, we on about Mortal Kombat. I just said about Tekken 8. And honestly, Tekken 7, pretty much story was better than Mortal Kombat 1. I'm sorry. Tekken 7 was not the best, but it was 2 times better than the story on this game. Because you don't know what's what. Like, you get so confused at the end of the day. I'm still waiting for Quan Chi to come out with some chicken, like KFC from another portal, and giving it to fucking Sub-Zero to freeze over to put in his freezer. Oh god, somebody's gonna make that shit now.
But guess what? I loved that game. It was crazy fun, and I played it every week with my buddies because Tekken 7 is fun. Yeah, it was fun to mock the story mode because it was so terrible, but it's not why I bought the game, so who really cares? And for the record,
yeah, people care about the story. So if the story is bad in Tekken 7, you're like, that takes a lot, like 30% of the game away. That's why with Tekken 8, if you see the story on that, that's why it came, woo, straight up. And look what Mortal Kombat 1 did. Not saying about Mortal Kombat 1, are we? Yet.
Mortal Kombat 11 had a much worse story mode. There was a new plot.
What? What? Oh god. Oh god. I'm having brain freeze. Oh god. He's not saying about Mortal Kombat 1. He's not saying about Mortal Kombat 1 story, especially the expansion fucking failure as well.
In that story mode every 15 minutes, and the characters acted like idiots all the time, and the main villain was garbage. Kronika is literally...
Oh my god, Kronika, to me, was terrifying. Was absolutely terrifying. Like, she could turn shit back. Holy god. And the fact is, her voice and stuff like that, I think not the best villain, but she was in that top. It is. And it attracted people, and people thought we were going to see a character in there. They wanted the character. Some people actually wanted her as a character in the game itself. You know, no kidding, there was requests. So she wasn't the worst. Dude, what the fuck? What is... Oh god. Oh god. I'm really like... I'm actually back on my chair saying, what the hell am I hearing? What am I hearing? I never heard anything delusional. Well, it's nearly the end of the year.
The worst Mortal Kombat character ever made. Yes, I'm counting Devora. Kronika is worse than Devora. She supposedly made the entire...
Okay, Devora, yeah, should have been a main boss character. I agree with that. And yeah, maybe better. But, again, this villain was twice as better than the Mortal Kombat 1. Remember that game, what we are talking about, that you not mentioning, Mortal Kombat 1? What about the villain in that? How about the villain in that one? How about the expansion? I didn't buy the expansion, but I saw the trailer, and I laughed. I said, you know, this game is going so downhill, so quick, I'm going to be fucking right. There's no way they're having that as a villain. But he's not mentioning that, is he? He's gaslighting. He's gaslighting that game so much of the problems of that game. It is beyond a joke at this point.
Universe, yet is somehow the dumbest character in the story. If you don't believe me, I made a full video about it. I'll put it right here.
No, fucking no. Fucking no, he didn't. He didn't. It's not the worst villain. What about Mortal Kombat 1 villains? What? Just mention those. He won't. He won't because he's going deep. He's going deep.
You're on screen.
Good
Check it out if you want to see why Kronika is such a bad villain. Mortal Kombat 11 had such a bad story mode that it makes the MK1 story haters even more hilarious.
Dude's delusional. Dude's delusional on his mind. Okay, there was moments in Mortal Kombat story. Mortal Kombat story. That'll be the next game. Mortal Kombat story. Oh God, no, don't. Mortal Kombat 1 had some moments of chuckles, laughs, made me entertain. And then it just kind of drifted off. I'm like, where are we going with this? Then there's a fight scene and it didn't make sense. And then there was just so much mumble jumble. It was like, okay, we're not going to finish the story proper. We're just going to pile all this shit in a box, shake it up, and open it. That's basically what this did with Mortal Kombat 1 story. Like, legit. And then he did the expansion, and I saw the trailer, and I went, yeah, I'm going to be right.
Because a lot of them will defend Mortal Kombat 11 in that same comment. And that's how you know their opinion is terrible. If you think Mortal Kombat 11 had a good story, then you must also think that Spider-Man 3 is the best in the trilogy. And
what the fuck has Spider-Man 3 got to do with Mortal Kombat? What the fuck? I have never. Oh God, when you guys said recommending this video, I thought, you know what, no one could be that delusional. It is. He'll have some pointers. It is. This guy is having a fucking meltdown. That's where it is, due to the fact that they've said about probably not making any more content. It is. And he's in panic mode on how to defend this game so bad. Don't. These people are the example of why we get shit in games like Mortal Kombat 1 itself. Because he's defending it and people's minds are like, well, if he thinks it's good, let me try it out. Let me buy this. Let me, stuff like that. And it's a bad example because there's plenty of other fighting games out there that is so good. When Tekken 8 launched, I hate to tell you, it crushed. Yeah, it had its flaws, but it crushed Mortal Kombat 1. But it was still in the charts. It was still in the PlayStation charts. It is. Because there was so many people pre-ordered that game. So many people, including I. That's why. And a lot of us regret it. But honestly, at the end of the day, I removed that game as soon as I ended that stream. And that video should be on my channel somewhere. You'll find it somewhere in the category of Mortal Kombat. I was done. I saw free skins to buy. I'm not going to buy free skins. What I could get for free. Only the delusional mentality. This guy will cause your mental health to explode because I'm about to fucking explode. It is. Like, this guy doesn't make sense.
There's no defending that. An opinion is an opinion at the end of the day, but don't be shocked when 90% of people make fun of you for having a terrible one. Now, I'm not gonna...
90%, like, hopefully 90% of the people, criticize you of I can't think of anything more. I'm just so shocked. I'm so shocked at this video. I used to like this guy. What happened? Did I miss a fucking timeline? Did I go in, you know what? Did I go into a Doctor Who phone box and then come out and see this shit? What? Like, did I miss a timeline slot where this guy's a moron? Yeah, he's making money. Yeah, he's making money off Capcom. Yeah, he has to kiss their feet and all this kind at the end of the day. But when you come on the internet and blab your mouth, wave your hands about, defending a game that's basically like ready to put into the fire and people to forget about, let's just say that, you know, at the end of the day, because people, I haven't seen any positive with Mortal Kombat 1. Even the pros have said that Mortal Kombat 1 is not up to standard. So what are we doing here?
Better gameplay than Mortal Kombat 11, but the story mode was also better too. That's my opinion. You can disagree, but I think way more facts are on my side here. Alright, but now finally, it's time for the last group of haters. And that's the people who claim Mortal Kombat 1 has no content. That claim is outright absurd to say out loud. And to
No, he's not. If you want to be pushed, okay, I'm going to be very serious at this point now. Because he's gaslighting a lot and he's just coming off as a narcissist psychopath. At this point, delusional at its finest. I'm going to basically put it out there to you now. As for content, this is the worst game that had the least content. It is lazy. There's no crypt. One of the famous things of all time. There is a shine that you just press the button. It is. There's literally, the modes in this is absolutely mental. Most of it's online. It is. Like ranked and all that kind of shit. There is a PvE mode. It's probably the most boringest piece of shit of all time. You have towers. It doesn't feel the same. Because you don't change every 24 fucking hours to 48 hours. It is. I could go on. These DLC characters should have been in Mortal Kombat 11. I mean, we got Terminator, we got RoboCop, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got these scenarios in these games. There's barely any content. And then the expansion pack that came in is the price. What he won't say, the price is as much as a proper game. But people still buy that, and because they're a fan of Mortal Kombat, and that's totally fine. But I wouldn't. I would save my money for another fighting game, or another maybe Mortal Kombat game in the future. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't buy the expansion pack in a heartbeat. Okay, you have Ghostface, you have, you know, all these other characters, and I think they should have been in Mortal Kombat 11. I don't think, you know, they should have ended, because there was so many people playing that, and you can see back the peak, like Mortal Kombat 11 really got more people playing than Mortal Kombat 1, because they finished it. People, I hate to tell you this, but people like to grind, and I don't like to grind and stuff in games, and it makes me cringe. But putting that out there as perspective. My accent came through again saying that. It is. I just gotta listen to see what he says, and then I'll go from there.
Make things even crazier, these same people will claim that previous games had more content. For example, they'll jump to MK9 because it had the challenge tower. Boy, that challenge tower was completed by most players in a week or so, if not the first.
Well, why don't you go about Mortal Kombat 11? Towers was in its peak. They were changing all the time. 24 to 48 hours, 7 days. And when it would expire, you could see it crumbling down. And I loved this effect. And then a new tower would pop up, it is. And it was a repeatable content. Because you would never know when Ed Boon or Mortal Kombat Neverrealm would say, oh, we have some new towers, some festival towers. And he used to be crazy. I think Mortal Kombat 9 had great towers. It is. But that was like kind of planting the seeds for the future, which would happen in the future. Towers of Time. It is. Mortal Kombat 10 X, should we say, I say 10, but it's X and that, did have great towers too. They had great towers too, but it was kind of scaled back to me a little tiny bit, but not much, it is. But yeah, like, what is he talking about? What, like, I can't believe this is coming from him.
Month. It was guaranteed to be done with. And once you completed the challenge tower, there was no reason to keep playing.
There's airlines!
Compare that to Mortal Kombat 1, which has the Towers of Time that always give you new modes and new challenges and new unlocks. And also give you new modes and new challenges.
Wait, I think I got it wrong, haven't I? Did I get the name wrong of Mortal Kombat 11? Towers? Was it called Towers of Time back then? I might have got it wrong. My bad. My bad on that one.
And new unlocks. And also the invasion mode. I know plenty of people don't like invasion mode, but also a lot of people do now. It's gotten a lot better. And
how has it got a lot better? How has it got a lot better? Tell me how has it got a lot better? It's just the same shit. And then if you beat it in a day, there's nothing else. There's nothing else to another season. It's not repeatable. No one wants the same fight over and over again. No one does. Like, it's one of the worst concepts. When I first ever saw this, I was actually excited. I was excited of it. But, at the end of the day, like, I cannot pass this shit up. It's awful. It's awful.
60 days or so, we get a fresh new invasion mode with more stuff to unlock and more reasons to play. So no, Mortal Kombat 9 did not have more content than...
Well, why don't you mention Mortal Kombat 11? 11. Mention 11. Mention 11. It is. They won't mention that because the towers... I'm just going to call that the Towers of Time because it was the Towers of Time. Like, that was the Towers of Time. It was. I can't. How has he got a silver, like, YouTube? Oh my God. I think he's getting that when he was at his peak and not desperate for views.
Mortal Kombat 1. And honestly, Mortal Kombat X had less content than both, and yet people still praise Mortal Kombat X because it has fun gameplay. Oh, but the crypt, don't forget about the crypt. Mortal Kombat 9 had the crypt and it was super fun. Most things to unlock in the crypt were hot garbage, and as a result...
Wow. Why don't you mention the crypt in, was it X? Why don't you mention, was there a crypt in 11? Yes, there was. What the hell is he talking about? He's just wanting to shit on the classic. He's just wanting to shit on the classic because Mortal Kombat 1 is going to be set on fire. It's the worst Mortal Kombat game I've ever played. The microtransactions is abysmal. It is abysmal. Why don't you mention about the microtransactions? No, he won't, because he'll be scared to lose that sponsor as well.
90% of players went online to find out where the best stuff was, they unlocked it, and then never went into the crypt again.
Well, they saw hidden stuff and that, but I still went into the crypt to unlock the rest of the stuff to see what was. So there might have been about 6-7% of the people like legit doing that, but a lot of people love like more of the crypt. I tell you what, you mentioned the crypt. Why don't you mention that shine? That dragon shine, what's in Mortal Kombat 1, that you just press the button and like, oh goody, oh goody. Like, why don't you mention that? He's not mentioning that, is he? Because that would be bad-mouthing a game that he's sucking dick to.
Because once again, most things in there were not worth unlocking. So no, Mortal Kombat 9 did not have more content than Mortal Kombat.
He's never right. He thinks he's right. He thinks he's right all the time. And this is what narcissists do. He's a delusional narcissist. And that's why I didn't want to make videos about him. But you guys recommend me to look at this and watch this before New Year to make a video about it. Like, holy shit. Could you not be out of touch with people itself? I get it. You're going to have people kissing your feet and backing you up. But holy shit, you are out of touch, man. You are out of touch. You got so far, your ass sticked up your face. Yes, I made an insult wrong. You got your face stuck up. See, I laugh at my own shit and my own fucking mistakes. You know, and at least I own up to them and don't remove fucking videos if I'm in the wrong. Like you do. You're nothing but a delusional narcissist. And people watch you for clout. People watch you to see what else you're gonna fuck up with. How deeper can you be to get into that shaft? Oh god, no. You know, Jade Shaft. You know the Jade Shaft? Let's just say that for now. You know, the Jade Shaft it is, you know, yeah, you know our green jade.
Kombat 1. In Mortal Kombat 9, once you finished the challenge tower and unlocked the few things in Crypt that were actually worth unlocking, all you had left was the online. Oh wait, no you didn't, because the online in that game was terrible. The lag was real because there was no rollback yet. But then we have the Mortal Kombat 11 defenders.
He's mentioning it. Okay. Mortal Kombat Defender, did he just say? Did he just say the Mortal Kombat Defender? Alright. This might be the big blowout I've been waiting for.
And this is where it gets hilarious. When you ask these haters how Mortal Kombat 11 has more content, do you know what they say? Oh, there's more costumes and gear stuff to customize with. Son, you listen here. Nobody buys Mortal Kombat to play dress up. Having a
cosmetics! There's cosmetics in fucking games. You dress up, you buy the cosmetics, and that Oh my fucking god. Okay, I knew this would be a triggering moment. I knew this. Alright. Do not rise to the occasion. Do not rise to the occasion. You damn right I am, you motherfucker. You do not know what you're talking about. You do not know what the hell are you talking about, boy. Because you are a boy. You're a tiny little boy. It's stuck in the mindset of a 6-year-old narcissist. Oh my god, I've never been so triggered. Oh, I've never been so triggered in my fucking life. Oh my god, I can't. I can't. There is skins in games that you put on. It's called a dress or anything like that. It is. Dude. And then the armor pieces were so badass. It was customizable. You could customize. You could buff up the armor pieces by these cells. I'm going to call them fucking cells because I can't speak now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, I've never met someone delusional. This is delusional narcissist. It is. You cannot pass this up. How is people still subscribe to him? How? And I'm going to do it here. I'm going to do it here.
Or fashion options.
And I've knocked the fucking video off.
Kombat 11 has. The only game mode that Mortal Kombat 11 has and Mortal Kombat 1 doesn't is the AI versus mode. And I know darn well you're not playing that, because if you're wasting time in that...
I'm fucking playing that shit! I'm playing that shit constantly! I love it! It's away from the sweats. And in fact, you're still going against people that have organized fucking their team. And it feels so satisfying to actually beat one of their fighters. Okay, you might lose, but it's satisfying to beat one of their fighters that they've actually, like, put in God mode. Let's just say that. It's absolutely awesome. The best thing there was, besides the towers itself.
Mode then... Well, I just kind of feel bad for you. It's not fun. The crypt was fun, though, and I do hope that in the next Mortal Kombat game, NetherRealm brings it back. However, at the same time, I'm not going to pretend that having the crypt suddenly makes Mortal Kombat 11 great, because just like in Mortal Kombat 9, most players beat the crypt in under 1 month, and then had...
1 month? I'm sorry, you're missing out so much context with this situation. You are delusional fuck. You are delusional narcissist fuck. You'll probably be one of the most biggest narcissists of delusional I have ever met in my entire life. I've been subscribed to you for a long time. You've seen me unsubscribe. I don't like it. I'm sorry. He's not making sense. He's literally not making sense. And the fact he's not even saying any flaws in Mortal Kombat 1 that's actually been happening in the reality. His reality is a cloud bubble and saying, right, I gotta keep promoting Mortal Kombat 1. So I gotta put this video out to piss people off. And the more people you piss off, the more people are gonna be impatient. I am really surprised you've got 460,000 subscribers. Good job. But you got those when you were in your peak, when you were actually relevant at the time. My opinion, you're not relevant. You're not relevant anymore. And I think, like I said, a lot of these creators as well, from Mortal Kombat, it's bad.
no reason to ever go back down there really. Which is why in the grand scheme of things, you can't claim that it's extra content because of haters. And like mentioned at the start of this video, I'm not referring to people with valid criticism or people who simply dislike the game or prefer a different game. That's completely valid and very normal. Today's video was just about the haters, people who look for any reason to complain about Mortal Kombat 1 because that's a popular opinion to have right now. It's kind of in vogue to hate on Mortal Kombat 1, but honestly, a lot of fighting games right now are being hated on by their community. For example, I hear Tekken 8 is getting a lot of hate from its audience.
And he mentions Tekken 8! If he mentions Tekken 8, oh, people are actually hating on Tekken 8. Yeah, because of situations in hand. But you know what's worse there? Mortal Kombat 1. Oh my god, I've never... When he mentioned about the people don't buy Mortal Kombat for dress up. I'm done. An hour long. I don't know how I made it an hour long. I have no words. I literally have no words. This is an example on how to get pushed away from fighting games. To me, this is an example of how you can get pushed away to not have that wonderful experience of a story mode and stuff like that, or fighting game it is. Yes, you're going to have them overly toxic narcissists and that in the fighting community, but at the end of the day, like I said, like, all communities have that, you know, but when you put videos out and you're probably one of the top fighting game channels of all time, and you're desperate, I mean, you even got to subscribe and a like and share at the side. Don't. Fucking don't. Don't. This is the worst shit I've seen all this year. And I've seen some weird stuff and what people have said as well. And I've live streamed it and reacted to it. This is one of the worst. Not even a take. This is not even a take. This is the worst I've ever seen, and it makes me sad now. Despite pushing all the humor aside, it makes me sad because is fighting games people like in the community turning like him? Because if it is a major big downfall in the fighting games world. It is.